This podcast is sponsored by Darling Eyewear. Activate your alter ego with Darling Eyewear and start seeing life through a different set of lenses. Shop darlingeyewear.com. Tell them Demetrius Lee and Angela Lee in the Lee Life Experience Podcast sent you. Thank you.
Hi, welcome back to a new episode of the Lead Life Experience Podcast. We have Angie and Demetrius here, and we are here to give you another, not a banger, but another episode. Listen, we appreciate you all know I cannot go ahead and go into the new topic without getting us sharing our appreciation for those of you who have been calling in, texting in, and listen. Because somebody did it to me and it was like, hey, I'm listening to you on my route to work, and Demetrius and I really want to start doing that. If you listening to us, I want you to screenshot it and tag us on Instagram or Facebook. Tag us and show us that you're listening to us, whether you're listening to us through your phones, on your podcast platforms, or you letting us go with you on your commute to work. Go ahead and screenshot it and tag us in there. And listen, somebody is going to be able to get some kind of lucky prize. Demetrius and I have not decided on what we're going to give yet, but we want to put you in a raffle that if you go ahead and you screenshot and let us know that, hey, Demetrius and Angie, I'm listening to the Lead Life Experience podcast. I'm enjoying what you all are doing over there. And to show you our appreciation for you, whether you're doing a screenshot, either your phone or screenshot you listening your stereo, that you listening to us, and then tag us. You have to tag us, because how else will we know that you are listening to the Lead Life Experience podcast? And that is a way to support us and being able to, hey, tell a friend to tell a friend, hey, the Lead Life Experience has something going on over there, and you would like to be a part, or you would like to know. So Demetrius, how you doing today?
I'm doing just loving all that bunch, and I want to say to everybody too, y'all excuse my voice. I had laryngitis last week, so I'm getting my voice back. But my wife say support the podcast challenges. Subscribe on YouTube, like, call us that. That's the best way to support us. Mm-hmm. And help to get the word out to different people. Because we got a topic today, it kind of touching for women, and it help for men too. So my wife gonna get into it with you. But you have to subscribe and like on YouTube as well.
Yes. All right. So listen, don't forget, if you want to get your topics heard, or if you would like to be a guest, don't forget to text us at 833-370-1608 and put relationships without an S in the comment. And I promise you, we will be able to get your topics heard. You can go ahead, and if you want to, you can text all the information there, or you can go ahead and text us, and I will send you a Google Doc, and that way you can fill it out, with your details. And again, if you wouldn't want to be anonymous, you can still come on the platform, and you don't have to cut your camera on. You can just be faceless, and go ahead and tell your story. And Demetrius, you want to tell them that you still building content with the Coming Clean?
Yeah, I'm still building Coming Clean Sunday. Always, I ain't leashed yet. When I lease it, I want to go for a long time. People just getting down, kind of like getting to it, like they want to tell the story. They ain't scared, because I told them, my wife said, you ain't got to show your face. You want to show your face? That's fine. Where we go, just tell the story. In a 15-minute segment. And just tell, come clean something that happened in your life, past, that it's over, and you just want to tell the story and get it off your chest. It ain't to hurt nobody. Maybe to help somebody. But that's what it's about. Come clean Sunday.
That's right. So
give the number. Text it.
It's going to be 833-370-1608, and you put clean in that comment, and to let us know that, hey, I have a secret that I want to get out. I have to get it out so I can sleep better at night.
That's right. I've been in that situation.
All right, Demetrius, we're going to go down to Dunwoody, Georgia today.
That's right. Dunwoody. Okay.
All right. I'm going to read this in. And I want they want our opinion of it, and I am going to give it, hold on, wait till my phone power up.
Yeah, y'all. She told me a little bit about this topic, but like I say, hey, have them all the time. So we're gonna try to help somebody. We ain't here to beat nobody up, women, or beat men, beat nobody up. We're here to help you. Cause my wife a nurse, and she be riding this kind of stuff all the time. So just, I might say things that might offend people. But I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to keep it real with you. How much gonna let you have it? Just
All
tell them
right.
what's going on.
This is Trayshawn. He's 30 years young, and he said that he is from North Carolina, but he moved to Dunwoody within the last year. He
Don't with the
said,
George, right?
Dunwoody,
Don't with it.
Georgia.
That's right.
He said that he has been encountering several women, young women to be exact, that have very poor hygiene. He said one of them had it was a young lady. He did not give the age, but he did give the parameters. The parameters that he said was between 22 and 35. So ladies, those of you over 30. Now this shouldn't even be a conversation. For for the young ladies that's under 25, I can see where it's a little concerning. But anywho, he said they are having strong body odor. One particular female, she had got in his car, and he said he smelled something, but she didn't seem to smell it. He said it didn't smell like it was coming from her between her legs. He said it smelled like just armpits and just regular skin. Like she was sweating. Of course, it's summertime over here. The sun is causing, people to sweat in other places. And he said, what can she do? He said she a good girl. He said she beautiful, but that body odor is running him away. And then I can tell this is a little Casanova because he's not in no legitimate relationship. He said this other female that he had, he said they met up at one of the lounges. He said it was time for them to get ready to get busy. He said I went ahead, and of course, by the time it was time for the action to take place, I noticed that her vajayjay, it didn't have an odor in the beginning, but it still had a lingering odor even after the session had
Oh
stopped.
Lord.
And he said, I think she has something going on, and unfortunately, I still can smell it now. He said, and that's been
Oh,
almost a month ago. So he said, what can you all tell me? What can you tell me that I could have did in order to gently to talk to the young ladies about? He said, and it seemed to be a trend. There seemed to be a trend of meeting women, and he said when he's talking to his homeboys are having the same problem with these young women that's out here. And he said then they want somebody to trick them. How? He said he ain't finna trick no woman. He said he ain't finna be a trick, and these women smelling like that. So Demetrius, what is your advice? He said, "Come on with it, twin." You know that's the lingo. He said, "Come on with it, twin."
hey. First thing I tell you, the climate change, the ozone, what's that, the ozone layer? It get too hot out there, man. Everybody getting this, I guess getting the heat getting to everybody. But look at 100 bucks. Now when I talk about this 100 bucks, I'm gonna have you accountable women
Yeah.
for you now. So, I mean, you never been married, divorced.
I want you to help somebody, Demetrius.
So I want
Listen.
about to take me the wrong way. I'm just
Yeah,
talking.
listen.
Yeah.
But I want you to be transparent with this young man, because right now you know that Atlanta, Georgia is running high. You already see Houston numbers are outrageous.
Yeah.
So give even if we have to tell our story in order to help somebody, Demetrius, that's why God did it. So you have to be able to tell the story. Don't worry about what they gonna think. You and I already know what it is.
That's
So
right.
go ahead and being able to tell the story in order to highlight this young man, because again, this could be a serious issue, and if it take our podcast to bring awareness, let's do it.
All right. Well, hey, I told him, say, let's do it. Hey, Trayshawn, hey, man. Now, I've been dealt with women like that before. That, some of them just, I have been dealt with women, some of them just weren't clean. And I have that women saw them get out the shower, take a bath, man. And it still smelled like that.
Mm.
I seen them. I watched my own eye take a shower. I've been, and some women got bad body odor. I saw and hit them, put a scent on them. You kiss on it, it tastes like salt. I mean, it just,
They skin tastes like salt.
yeah, because they be salty. Like, my mama, I was a little boy. I was go outside and run and play in the sun. I get hot. My mama tell me, go get in the bathtub. You smell like wet base. Sun get better sting smell on you.
Mm-hmm.
So that dude, what he's saying now, the one with the bottle odor, that's on her. She can fix that. She need to go take her out of the bath, clean up, stir the armpit. Maybe she went the wrong deodorant. I had a friend like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she had bad armpit. And she was clean. Beautiful, but she couldn't. She had to finally go to the doctor and get her some kind of deodorant. Because she couldn't wear deodorant like I wear. Because it'll break out. So she stained all the time. I know a lot of women like that been around. They smell like that. So the part I'm gonna get to now, we get to the vagina part of it. I got more story to tell the vagina part. Because I have seen women took a bath for bed, said, I didn't smell a thing on them. Two intercourse came on. It smelled like a dead animal out the road. And come to find out, I told them. I said, look at me, man, something ain't right. I couldn't do it. I had to stop. I just stopped in the middle of it. They got kind of mad at me, but I told them. And then when they went to the doctor, they thought they had a disease. But I think she told me, right, Angie, her pH balance was off.
Mm-hmm.
Her pH balance off, and doctor gave us some medicine and fixed that problem with them. Mm-hmm. So Trayshawn, I was saying to you, these women you probably dealing with, they ain't taking care of themselves for the pH balance. The other one, the skin smell, she ain't washing her ass, man. I'm sorry to say it like that. She ain't taking, hey, she's just nasty. But that girl got a bad vagina like that. I'm going to give her benefit of doubt because if she don't know, I look at you smelling out. This girl told me she couldn't smell it. But I told her. Of course she got mad at me, man. And like I said, but she thanked me 2 weeks later because she went to the doctor, apologized to me. I'm going to leave it there for now, but I got some more story. But I didn't want to tell that story.
Yeah.
Hey, look at y'all. It's kind of like Come Clean Sunday about. So I told that story. Now, only one person knew I'm talking about, the girl. She was this podcast. She going to know who it is. Because I ain't tell too many women. Now, I've been a lot of women who stink. I didn't tell them. This girl in particular, I told her because she was a nice woman. And I thought I owed her to tell her that. So I'm coming clean. The series, I'm coming clean right now. It's on you now.
Okay. Trayshawn, oh my gosh. Unfortunately, it happens. Those of you know, I am a registered nurse and I do work in the emergency room. And women do come into the emergency room for STDs. Now, listen, all the time that a female have body odor is not a STD. I'm not saying that by no means. Those of you, if you have, it used to be everybody used to go to the health department. The health department, now since they did so many budget cuts, stuff that, the condoms and the checkups and things have been kind of rare. And especially now since the government is trying to let us women know when and how often we can have a pap smear. A pap smear can be done every year. Now they done cut back. They don't want you to do it like at least every 2 years or more, depending on what your symptoms are. And unfortunately, ladies, we can have a STD and not know that we have the STD until somebody tell us. We notice a difference in the changes of the odor. You can look at a difference in the changes of your discharge. You can look at a different changes of your in your underwear. And I want you to be able to know, and this is going to be a teaching moment for people that those of you who have discharge in your panties and it has eaten, and I'm going to say the word eaten, your panties that when you wash them, it's kind of like corroded down there.
Oh,
That
my God.
means your vagina is very acidic. That's where that stain is coming from. That's not a good stain. When you notice that discharge and you don't wash your panties and that stain, regular just washing powder just won't go away, it may be something a little more internal that the doctor need to do. And ladies, again, those of you who know me know I am big on detoxification. I'm telling you all, when you are putting things in your body, and especially meat, I don't care if it's human meat. I don't care if it's animal meat. You need to be able to rest your body. Everybody needs to at least detox at least once a month. At least once a month. But if you can do once a week, have at it. But at least once a month, give your body a break. Those of you who are a sex at an age where you're having sex like that and you're changing partners, you know that the male carried he is messing up your pH balance. That if you're having multiple sex partners and you're not cleaning yourself or you allowing them to, like Charlamagne the God say, shoot your club up, ladies, and you allowing different men to come and shoot your club up, and you are not getting yourself a meter up out that bed, go and push that crap right back out you, and being able to cleanse yourself. Again, there is another way. If you sitting there laying in it, y'all cuddling, allowing that stuff to marinate in you, but you got a different sex partner the next day or in the end of the week, I'm letting you know now, those men are because you don't know what that man been doing, and you allowing body fluid to mix with other body fluid, messing your pH up. The only way that you can get yourself back in balance, ladies, they do have strips where you can put your you can be able to test your strips and see is your pH off balance. And I thought I had some scripts in here. I had some strips for the urine, but I didn't have regular. I wanted to show you all the vaginal strips where it show you your different pH, and you just rub that little strip the vagina discharge of body fluid, and you rub it on there, and it changes color on that tape, and you match it up to the back of the canister, and being able to let you know what your pH is. And if your pH is off balance, what we need to do. And again, if you don't go seek medical treatment, for those of you, but those of you, if you know your body, if you catch yeast infections often, if you catch bacterial vaginosis, a lot of times women that have that odor is bacterial vaginosis. And
How about,
you,
let me ask you a question while you talking. I ain't gonna,
yes.
for the men, we'll know.
Hmm.
Tell them what pH balance, what do that mean when they say that? For men, can tell it, talk to a woman, Mike, tell a woman, tell them what you talking, for them, we'll know.
You won't know. This is not something that
Oh,
you would know.
okay,
pH, you just gonna tell them the symptoms. pH ain't don't have anything to do with a man.
okay.
The It's just missing your body fluid with my body fluid, and it's causing your bacteria, the flora in your vagina, it's just messing it up.
Okay.
So just taking in consideration that you eating, I'm just gonna say something, say butter.
Garlic.
No, I'm gonna say
Okay.
butter, because I want to use something clear. Say that you have butter. I got regular butter, but you coming with garlic butter, and you putting your garlic butter into my regular butter. Then you messing the pH up of
I
my
got you.
regular
That makes
butter.
sense. That makes sense.
And so now those, even though everybody can say, oh well, you both have butter, yes, but if you have garlic butter and my body is not adjusted to your garlic butter, and my body can't, fight that off, my good butter and the flora that's in my vagina can't fight that off, then now, Demetrius, we got issues. You might smell odor. You might see some changes in the into the colors, the discoloration of panties or pants, and that odor that people are smelling, it is becoming, that is 9 times out of 10 what the problem is. They have boric acid. These things you can get at Walmart. So ladies, don't be embarrassed. At least find out what it is so you will know how to properly treat it. Again, you are changing your diet. Like I said, being able to drink water, lemon water, not just regular water. You want some lemon water. You want some acidic. I mean, you want some alkaline water because your vagina is already acidic. You want to put something in your body to neutralize, to give you don't want to get the volcano effect. And right now, you mixing somebody else's body fluid with your body fluid, and it's causing a volcano effect. And so you want something that's acidic. No, you want something that's alkaline because you are acidic. So again, your body getting angry because it's saying, "Hey, something in here. I'm trying to fight off this foreign, you know, germ, and I can't. I'm not strong enough because you mixed it with something else or somebody else or whatever, and now it can't fight it. So now that's why we have these odors, and sometimes you all, It's a thing called PID, and this pelvic inflammatory disease. Those things are caused again, these young people diseases. Older people can get them, but very rare. But again, because he gave us the age range, and he's saying in your early 20s, so I can pretty much tell you nobody's educating these young girls from the age. I'm gonna say from the time you start having a menstrual cycle. So I mean, the age now is as young as 8. A young girl can start having her menstrual period at 8 years old. So I'm sure nobody's talking to her because they're not thinking that she's gonna be having, having sex. You would hope not. But again, think about it. If she's starting a period at 11, or if she's starting a period at 8 and 11 years old, she can carry a child. She can be able, and you see it in other places, not necessarily the United States. But again, you don't want to think of your little babies like that. But they still need to
Yeah.
be educated. They have to be educated about hygiene. They have to be educated about what comes with a cycle. Did you know even your menstrual cycle don't supposed to have a strong odor like that? Again, if you eating a lot of meats, especially those of us who eat chicken, chicken has estrogen in it. It is disrupting our own estrogen and making us estrogen dominant. Again, putting off more and more and messing our hormones up. So that's why when you see little girls that look way beyond their years and you're like, oh, Angie, I thought she was older than that. It's again the food that we're taking, messing up the hormones and messing up those pH balances. So Demetrius, thank you. And let's touch on the skin. When you have a body odor, and again, some people, especially some of us, do not like wearing deodorant. Um, Everybody, most people know the aluminum in your regular deodorant is not, it's not healthy for us.
I don't buy that anymore. I buy one no aluminum in mine.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I just want to
Okay,
say
so
that.
yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So, but you have people who hadn't quite, they just stopped wearing deodorant altogether. But if you're gonna stop wearing deodorant, then you need to find something that's gonna mesh with your skin or your sweat pores to be able to give you coverage. And I'm saying it because I had switched over from Sure and I went to like Lumi. And when I went to Lumi, it still seemed like I wasn't getting coverage. At first, I loved it, but I was often kept smelling my own self. And I was like, I don't know if I'm covered. I didn't want to get embarrassed. So then I got some happy curve. I thought my bag was over here, and I was gonna show people that I got some happy curve. And happy curve mean you able to put it in all your areas that get moist. And if you're a big girl with a muffin top, you want to put it up under your armpit,
Oh Lord,
in
muffin
between
top.
your breasts, up under your breast, up under your abdominal fold, fupa, whatever you want to call it, in between your thighs, and even in your crack. And I know that people say, Andrew, you say it like that, but I'm saying it vulgar like that because I know you all don't know the medical term of it, so it's no need in saying your sacral in that area back there, but being able to give you those visuals. And your skin, unfortunately, as you sweat and as you perspire, it does mix with body odor causing it. So if you think about going to the gym, working where the sun, if the sun is beaming on you, you I know some of you all have walked into a bathroom, in the bathroom like, oh my gosh, I can't believe such and such. They smell horrible. That is a reason why pH is terribly off balance. Bacterial vaginosis is like it's common, and they group it with a STD, but not necessarily a STD. But they go ahead and they say it's an infection that occurs in the vagina, and they say but men can carry the bacteria that causes BV. So again, if you have a new sex partner, or if you have multiple sex partners, and you not cleaning, keeping up with your daily
Hold on,
hygiene.
hold on, hold on. I'm gonna put it right there. Now you talking about sex part. Now I'm gonna tell y'all.
Mhm.
I have dealt with two women,
Mhm.
and my body tell me I dealt with two women. I
I know.
mean, you say how it tell me.
Mhm.
I had a I didn't get a disease, but I had a tingling feeling,
Yeah.
and I knew it came from the one girl didn't do it. But I went to the other girl, and when I noticed it,
Mhm.
I didn't get a disease from it. But that's what I noticed that, like you said, I believe that. Two different set apart, you could tell something different.
Oh
And a
yeah.
woman told me that one time before. She said, "You been bothering somebody." I said, "Why would you say that?" Because she had a tingling. You could tell my penis had been somewhere that man had been going. And I said, "Damn, how she know that?" But that's what it was. And when you
Yeah.
saying that, because I was younger. I learned, because I wasn't in the condom back then. Like I was a young man, but then they wasn't pushing like it pushing now for people. I bother everybody wear a condom now, and cause I ain't out there, I ain't got that problem. But you out there messing around, better protect yourself. But I just want to add that in what you talking about different partners, and I'm gonna talk about this. Like you say, STD. I'm gonna talk about that too. But go ahead. I don't want to cut on that right there.
Are we at break time? What?
No, he want to break. We can go ahead and break it. Come on, get back on it. He want to.
Well, no, we'll finish up. And again, maybe we'll go ahead and take a break because I want to show them because I know I have that in here somewhere and it's irking me that I can't find it ready have it available because I hate talking about something and not showing people exactly, what they can get to be able to cure the problem because that's one thing about the Lead Life Experience podcast. We don't want to tell you something or introduce you to something and not have a solution. That's the reason. That's what makes us our podcast a little different. We don't want to talk about women in hygiene or
And,
poor
and I'm gonna talk,
hygiene.
and we're gonna talk about ourselves too. I want people to know this podcast real.
I didn't find all my items that I want to show you, but again, you could do a Google search or just go in your Walmart or your CVS or your Walgreens, go on those aisles and just walk down the feminine aisle and so you can be able to get familiar with these items. Again, I know douching, everybody don't recommend it and it was like, hey, don't douche, don't ever never ever douche, and because of taking out your good flora, and like I said, flora is FLORA, and you don't want to, that's the good bacteria, that's the big bacteria you want. And because when you douche it don't know how to distinguish good from bad, so it just wash everything out. But again, you do want to be able to keep yourself nice and clean, and let's not do so much of putting things into the vagina. Let's try to do it internally by being able to eat these things, to be able, those of you, if, like I said, you all know I talk about detoxification, but you want to consume you some papaya. Papaya is one of a good food, a good dessert to eat. Make your papaya smoothie if you don't like just eating these raw fruit, to be able to give you some, good sense down there. So being able to take food, again, this is a suppository. This is what a suppository look like. It looked like a little bullet, and you can get this from the store. And I think this particular one is called Vaginal Bloom. Um, yeah, I think that's what it's called. And I don't want to endorse anybody because it's a vaginal health suppository. This is a prebiotic and a probiotic with um, hyaluronic acid in there, and it says for naturally balance of the vaginal flora, protects against odor and pH imbalances. So again, you get two suppositories in this, protects against odor, and I'm saying it for the people in the back, and pH imbalances. So you want to get this suppository, but get it on a day you're not having any activity. Some of you young ladies, and I'm saying it because I used to have a girls group, and when I had my girls group, I make sure that I educated my young ladies, like, things on how to keep themselves clean, just lifestyle stuff. But you want to be able to do this, rest your body. You don't want to have sex. I know when you're young, sex is kind of high priority. Unfortunately, I've been young before. Demetrius been young before, so we already know what comes with the territory. But again, even though you having sex and you being promiscuous with your body, and you still want to keep yourself clean, because again, you want to be able to get, you want to be drug and disease free. And like I said, again, right now the numbers are ranging, so you need to know what your numbers are. You need to be asking, like, when the last time you had a HIV test? When the last time have you had a full sexual panel test done? And I can tell you, most of the time, people are they not doing it unless something comes up or it's wrong. But again, this is a suppository that you ladies, those of you that having issues, go to the doctor first. But if you
Excuse me. Where did that thing? Where did that thing go?
in the vagina,
Oh, see, sponsor I knew about within the rectum. I ain't never seen
yeah,
one go to vagina.
this I told you it's called vaginal bloom. So it blooms in the vagina. So it's gonna
Oh.
It's gonna melt from your body heat. It's gonna melt. It's gonna do the same thing as one erectile does. But
Is it
this,
safe? You think it's safe? You think it?
yeah, of course it's safe. I wouldn't tell them something that is not safe.
Oh no! Oh, so you use that?
No, I haven't used it, but I'm telling you that's what it does. I have used some before, and you
Oh,
want something. I'm just telling you. You gently
y'all. I'm
insert
sorry. I'm
this.
being nosy, y'all. I had to ask a
Yeah.
question.
Again, ladies, men don't have to know our secrets. I'm just only telling Trayshawn since he want to talk to his woman. Evidently, he must really like the lady, the young lady, and he was just like her vaginal odor was still lingering even after the activity. He knew
Lord.
something was
Yeah.
wrong. So again, how do you help that? Again, number one, seek medical attention. Medical attention is always going to be the first answer. But for those of you who are having sex, this is not protect you from babies. This is not a contraceptive. This this is for you to rest your body and to being able to allow you to smell better. And ladies, we know when we smell bad. We know right before our cycle come on or right after our cycle, go off because it's just dried blood. You don't feel as fresh and you don't want to be around anybody. That's when you would want to use this because you want to feel fresh. You want to feel back like yourself. This is not the pH strips that I was talking about for the vaginal. But I just want to show you some so you will know what I'm talking about. So it's gonna be strips like this. Just see this little stick. Let me see, a little stick like this. You can't really see it, but a little stick like this, and you're gonna urinate. Well, you would put your vagina juices on it, and then you would do the color carnation on whatever. Once you got your vaginal fluids on it, and then you're gonna match it to see which one do your stick match up. And again, your green is alkaline. Now I don't think that's like gonorrhea, chlamydia, but you want to be more. And like I said, your vaginal juice is acidic anyway. So again, if somebody else coming in there messing you up, that's why you're having all those issues and you're having um, some drainage in your underwear. So again, you want to be careful of that odor, the consistency of your discharge, and you want to be able to, like I said, look at thick, thin of the consistency of it, and being able. Cause again, a lot of you all don't know normal. So that's how come a lot of you all walk around here with these body odors because nobody have taught you. But this is what I want to teach you. Go in the bathroom, straddle over your phone. Put your phone down, face up, put a mirror, and bow down like you're having a bow. You got to be naked, so nude, and then bow down like you're having a bowel movement because a lot of you all do not know the anatomy of your vagina. You do not know the little man in the boat. You do not know the orifices, if where the urethra where you pee out of, and then the other vaginal canal is what you have intercourse in, and where you, if you were to have a baby, or where if you have had a baby, where the baby come out at. A lot of you all are not aware of the anatomy, what the vagina, how it looks. That's the reason why some of you all are having issues. But that's gonna be your first step. Learn to know you. If you learn to know you, you will be able to have somebody, be able to you'll know, be able to identify what's regular. And a lot of you can't see that in there because you got fupas. And if you have a fupa on the stomach or whatever, then again, you would look at a mirror. Go and straddle over a mirror, over a phone, and being able to take pictures so you'll know, oh my goodness, I didn't know I had gray hair. I didn't know that I had a bump or a lesion down there. I didn't know one labia was bigger than the other labia. I do work in a surgery center for women health, and you will be amazed of the women that's coming to have different cosmetic surgery down there. And so I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing. But being able to, you can shorten, or again, if you're, you got a little wear and tear on your labias, you can be able to kind of get those minimized. So again, young ladies, go seek medical attention. And Demetri, this is my jam, so I can talk about it all day.
I know you can. Hey, but hey, I want you to help people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you get because I can't. I can talk about a man, but I can tell you some experience. I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
So, like women, say a man don't tell them
Mm-hmm.
how they know the pee is bouncing off then. That's one question. How would they know? Would they feel a certain kind of way, Okay, let's say that's one question. And number two is, if a man came and told you that you had an odor down there, how would you take that? Would you get offended? I tell women got some men, it should be willing for a man to tell them that. I understand. He's trying to help and not hurt them. Don't get offended by it.
Okay.
Take it on you.
Your first question is that how do women know
And
you
nobody told them.
again, if you don't tell me, I won't know because again, some of us that we can smell ourselves, but sometimes your nose can get immune to it. It's just like walking into a bathroom, and after a while, your nose gonna adjust to the scent.
Walking to a chicken place, smell fried chicken.
Yeah,
After a while, you'll smell
yeah,
them. Yeah, I
whatever
got you.
whatever the case may be. After a while, your nostrils gonna adjust to that scent. So if it must smell all the time, then Demetrius, I'm not gonna know that I'm musty down there. And again, depending on how big these young ladies is, you don't have to be big, but of course, if you bigger, then you're gonna have to go ahead and, like I said, put on. And like I said, I just use Happy Curves, and being able to put Happy Curves on, I like this over Lumen. Lumen has a distinctive odor to it, that you can get adjusted to it, but Happy Curves smells good, and when you put it on, it smells good. And like I said, for big girls, you're gonna put up under your armpits. You're gonna put up under your breasts where you sweating a lot. You're gonna put it in the creases of your thighs where your thighs rub together if you got thunder thighs. So, Demetria, that's kind of like a double-edged sword that if you don't know, and again, I just told them, you're gonna have to spend a little time with your body. You get in the bathroom. I think Plies had did an activity one time on one of his videos on his Instagram, and he put a closed fist. And he said for the people who say they don't never sit in the bathtub, he put his fist in there and he was in the shower. And when he got finished, the inside of his hand was still dry because the shower only covered like just the top of his hand. But again, being able to submerge yourself in water where you can open it up, get some water in there, you got to prop that leg up. Get that, a lot of people don't use washcloths. So, washcloth is a thing of the past. But if you use your powder puff, or I had a brush over there, I would love for you all to use a dry brush. Dry brush increase your lymphatic tissues and create blood circulation, and you need that. And being able to scrub your dead skin off. But again, being able to open those orifices up. I also use, and it's a little bit pricey, the honey pot. A lot of people was putting soap down there in the vagina, and I'm saying I'm guilty because I didn't know any better. Only till I started hanging around people that were doing vaginal steams. I don't know if they do it all over, but some places that does do vaginal steam, it's where to me it's herbs, but I call it potpourri because I didn't know any better. It's where you sitting in a gown and you just allowing them to steam. You sitting over on a little stool, and it's like a little pot, and you steaming the vagina. That's why it's called a vaginal steam. And they giving you a herb blend. So they putting different herbs in there in order to allow it to enhance, so you can absorb the mixture of the herbs that they have made. Depending on, like, they got some for menstrual cramps. They have some for those who trying to, conceive babies, fertility. So again, they do have different little rituals that you can do in order to help you down there, because we already know, those of us, that douching is bad. So again, you want to be proactive and start having these conversations. Start going in the bathroom by yourself, because again, and I'm saying even at my old age of 48, I have smelled myself before, and I
Damn,
have some.
damn, you told your age?
Yes,
Good.
yes. Yes, I'm proud to
Hey,
be 48.
there you
But
go.
I'm saying, I'm not only am I proud to be 48, I don't mind letting people know that you're human. Even some of you, I think it's a false narrative to think, oh, only the pretty girls don't smell. The guy just told you. The guy
Shit.
just the guy just told you this girl was bad and bougie, and she had a body odor.
Had the mother want to be stinking. The pretty girl and my past history.
So I'm just only saying, don't think just because somebody may be living a lifestyle that you can't afford, that they have a narrative, another narrative. I'm just telling you, by the older hit everybody, no matter the walks of life. Your goal is to get yourself in a place to get healed. And the way you get healed is number one, stop the activity, stop sexual encounter. Go ahead and allow your vagina to rest. Allow pelvic rest. I know you want to be loved. You glad to have somebody calling you. But if you know this man got multiple women, then guess what? It's a thing called soul ties. And you mixing all the women that he done slept with, you sleeping with them same
What
people.
you call it? Putting that sin, ain't
Yep, putting that sin. So again,
it?
it's
Yeah.
called sexual soul ties, and I'm telling you, it really is a thing. And you mixing, and I know, people now, especially that age group right there, Demetrius. You're very irresponsible. You reckless with your body. You don't care. You just out here having promiscuous sex. Sex is just a thing, and you're not thinking like, oh, it can't happen to me, or and we be trusting people. We be trusting, oh, they don't have an STD. You don't know what these people have.
Hell no, you don't know.
And
Let me say
so
something. Let me say something about. I ain't gonna cut y'all because I don't say that. I forget about it. We talking about like Trayshawn. Call me in. We get in the group when we was younger. And the women, I ain't feeling nobody who don't shave, who got hair. I ain't talking about you, but I have no. I don't know Trayshawn. You talking about? I don't know if she shave or not. But women who got hair down there in vagina, they tend to smell like that, kind of rank. And the old man to tell you what old man to tell you one time. You can't say it, but dude, I got the woman urinate and she don't clean herself good down there. That caused a problem. Cause me and these boys been together talking, and I know the women like that. I ain't saw it, cause I was younger, but after it's like I was in the 1990s, early, but then women started shaving themselves. I didn't notice that then.
yeah, a lot of
So
women, waxing is a thing now, and it's more common because I can, admit that waxing probably just came to me probably some years ago. So, I'm talking about religiously going and putting it on my calendar like, oh, I got to go have a wax appointment. And everybody talk about it freely now. At one time that was not a thing that, and when I say this, I'm categorizing, not all black people was doing. I know the
yeah,
other races were doing it because they have been taught to do it. They were doing it. The cheerleaders was doing it because it was mostly predominantly them. But some of the black girls that they were doing it is because they was around another race that was doing it. So they brought it back. But now this is universal. A lot
yeah,
more of us, and now, like I said, it's not taboo to have hair. I mean, now people religiously booking wax appointments and getting, they areas. Um,
yeah,
and some people, like I say again, I work in a surgery center, so I see it from different race. Not all the, people be, of our um race that are, some still be having a bush and some don't. So I know it's it's a preference, but again, hair does cause body odor, and
yeah.
again,
I noticed that.
yeah. So even with hair, you have to realize that, and ladies, and I don't know what that young lady at Trayshawn with. You need to be wearing cotton panties. You need something that's gonna help absorb the odor and help breathe. A lot of times you wearing sexy underwear, you wearing these sexy thongs, and they made out of silk. Silk, think about it. When you put silk on, even on the bed, and it stains, that you waste some drink on your silk uh, pajamas or on your silk bed, you still gonna see that stain. Well, that's what it's doing to your body odor. It's making you sweat. It's harboring down there. Bacteria loves heat and warmth. That's how bacteria grow. That's why the hospitals be so cold. So if you are a girl of any size and your thighs rub together and bacteria there, whether you got leakage going on or not, bacteria is down there like, hey, I like this deep dark place. Bacteria can't live out in the open. Well, some can. I take that back. But I'm just saying that deep, dark areas, and so behind those of you, the bigger you are, the darker it is down there. The discoloration of your thighs. They got skin lightening now that you can get down there for hyperpigmentation, and you can go and actually get that done. But ladies, treat yourself to a vajacial, and a vajacial is a facial, but it's down there. I have had one. And so, ladies, allow yourself, don't just get waxed. Every now and then, treat yourself. That's your girl. That's your honey pot. That's your
Yeah,
sister. When she sick,
yeah.
everybody. When
Cause
she sick,
nobody don't smell no twang. Twang.
yes. I mean, but Demetrius is true, and unfortunately, I mean, women go through that cycle, and again, he talking about girls of young age that right now, unfortunately, they're not keeping their hiney clean. They're not. I'm sorry.
Well, imagine then. Like
Yes.
we talking about women got twang, a little twang down there.
Hmm.
Do you recommend? I talk to the men now. Do you recommend for the men if they having sex with a woman and they smell her,
Hmm.
tell her
Tell
instead of
them.
going to talk behind her back,
Tell
telling all
them.
their friend.
I would love
Talk to
for
the men. Talk to the
if
men.
men, if you have a young lady, I would love for you to tell her because again, I just gave you, and those of you, if you just joining in, go back and listen to this from the
Tell her
beginning.
that don't mean she nasty. It's some help,
I'm
right?
just I'm just only saying that you still have to tell her. And 9 times out of 10, nastiness would be part of the problem because if it's an odor like that, that if you go in the bathroom and this person did was change their clothes, all this person did was pull down their panties and are they pants and left an odor in there, that is something deeper than that. They does mean they nasty. It does mean it's a
Oh,
deeper root
oh,
cause
okay.
than just that. Think about it. You ain't even missing no body fluids, but if you already got an odor down there, again, I just told you all, women don't know that they have that going on if they're not in tune with their body. If they're having sex with different people, if they having, it could be something they ate. Like I told you, you had cooked me some fish. I was like, oh no, buddy, mm.
Oh, stop it there. Now,
Oh, food.
I had a lady friend of mine one time, I told you, and she told me, we was in a restaurant eating fish. I tried to get her some.
Hmm.
It was a friend girl. I wasn't messing with her. She said, oh, no, don't give me no fish. You gonna knock my pH balance out.
Hmm.
All right, now tell me why she told. Tell the people why she told me that, you think.
No, I'm just telling you why. I just told you whatever you put in your body, the meat gonna come out. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know no other way to say it. It doesn't matter whether you put in. I told you whether you put in human meat, which is sex, or whether you put in meat, fish, seafood, hamburgers, chicken, whatever kind of meat you put in, whatever you put in your body. A woman is delicate. Unfortunately, God has made us that way. And because we cannot take all kind of things. I mean, and a lot of us we be trying. We know this man got multiple women. We still be trying. But then what happens is you end up going out there and you messing with somebody else. And unfortunately, Demetrius, everybody ain't clean. I don't care what they tell you. And these people who want to be outside. That terminology of being outside meaning that you outside and you free to go mess with whoever you want to mess with. And you don't care about that person having a girlfriend. You don't care about that person being married, especially in these relationships where sex is less. People going outside and they gonna sleep with these other ladies. These other ladies don't care. Long as you giving me a transaction, which is money, time, pocketbook, shoes, trip, whatever it is that.
But you can't have no stinking vagina
Well,
now.
again,
God don't
again,
mind
she not, again, if she don't know, that's what I'm trying to tell you now. She
Shit,
don't. She's not gonna know that. She's
hold on.
not
I'm gonna
gonna
talk
know
to all
that.
these men. Look at me. I'm gonna tell y'all something. If you with a woman she smell, don't talk behind her back. Please tell that woman, man. You might save her life. I mean, don't crack joke. Cause I have been with people. I look back on it. Here I go again. Come a clean Sunday again. I have different women, and I talk behind their back. They stink, and I should have told them.
Yeah, you should have
I
told
should have
them.
said, look at them. I should have told them, but started talking about them. I might have could have helped them. I hope they got it. I hope somebody told them. So man, but I say all this to say to y'all, you with a woman, come clean, man. Just tell her the truth, man. Just tell the woman the truth and help her. You ain't got to deal with her no more, but at least tell her. Give her a chance to make it right.
That's right. That's right.
Well,
The only way you
how
can
you
fix it,
go
huh?
ahead. Go ahead.
No, the only way that you can fix it is somebody has if she don't already know herself. And again, if you're not in tune with yourself, you don't know. If again, if I can't show you the normal, then it's gonna be very hard for you to identify abnormal. I'm
Hey,
hoping what I'm teaching you right now is teaching you how to look at yourself. You say, "Oh, they're not talking about me." Then guess what? scrattle, put that phone down, put the mirror down, scrattle down. Be able to do the whiff test yourself. You can put your hands between your legs and you know what it smell like.
How about it
Yeah.
happened last week? Tell them it's a true story. Me and you, we went in the gym. Me and my wife went to the gym, work out, and I had this suit on. I didn't smell it. She told me I came out, that thing started to smell.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even notice it. I guess it had been sitting there. I hadn't washed it. I try to wash it every week. But this time, I hadn't washed it, but it been sitting up. I guess it got stale or whatever it was. I thought it was clean, but she told me I need to wash it. It still had a smell to it. And she never would have told me that. I never knew that. And you remember how about last week you told me that?
Yeah. Well, again, if you notice it's gonna be something that you're gonna be sweating on, his biggest thing is go ahead and get another one to be on standby that when you washing that one.
That's right.
You know, cause sometimes you will wear clothes and you're like, oh, I can get another wear out this before washing it.
Yeah.
If that's gonna be the case for you, and he talking about a gym jacket now. He's not talking about his clothes. He just
Yeah,
talking about a
inside
jacket.
clothes. A
Yeah,
gym, a sweatsuit.
yeah,
Like a sweatsuit.
it's just a jacket. But if you know that you're not gonna be washing all your garments in a timely manner, and you're like, oh well, you know what? I wore that. I wasn't seen enough, and and so you put it back on. If you were smelling then, you're gonna be smelling. It's still
But
gonna.
you better say, but I didn't smell it. You smelled it. You
That's
never
what
would
I
have
just
told
said.
me. I would have knew. That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you, telling these men, women don't know, so don't talk about them. Say you wouldn't have told me. I could have went back the next day. It's about been talking about me. I didn't even know it. But thank you told me.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it again. That when somebody smell it and you just ask how can they not smell it, you had it on and you couldn't smell
I
it.
could
So
smell it.
so I'm just telling you that that is the same way of somebody with a body odor. That even when I walked into work today and I was like, it smelled like something sour, and I knew I had just got my clothes out the dryer. I said, well, you know what, Demetrius washing my clothes, and I smelled my shirt, and I was like, no, it's not me. And so then another girl came. She said something right here smells bad. I said it smelled like dirty water that they mopped the floor with. I said, and that has to be what it was because again, because I done smelt that smell before, water that's sour, and
Yeah.
somebody when you trying to stretch it, or when you washing dishes and you think, oh, I don't want to change this washcloth right now, this dish washcloth. No, go ahead and wash it because again, when you using it, it's getting back on on your plates, pots, and pans. So just go ahead and get you something new. It is the same thing. So I told Demetrius, make sure those of you, I told Demetrius when him and I were dating, I told him, I said, listen, I better walk in there and I better see two washcloths. I better not see one washcloth in your bathroom. And he thought that was the funniest thing. But again, because some of you all are not aware, you not using that same washcloth, your washcloth that you taking a bath with on your face. It should be totally different. And the one that you're using on your face should be closer to a white because you don't want to put all that dye on your face. So it should be a light color. So if it's not white, let it be something that's a very light color so you can be able to see. And guess what? We sweat in our face, you all.
Just going to say to him, honey, but I said for you. She's trying to say, don't use the same washcloth to wash your butt, but JJ, proper part in your face. You two, one for that part and one for the face. Did I do a good job on the bunch?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So
You be around
anyway,
the bush. You be around the bush.
well, I'm just on to tell them they get the gist of it. So I think we done get the good on this topic. So did I answer all your questions so we can go ahead and wrap it up?
You asked all my questions. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say one more thing to him. I'm gonna close it out. I'm talking to Trayshawn. Trayshawn, all I ask you to do, man, if you like the woman, talk to her about it. Don't talk behind her back. And my wife just indicated to me that if women like that smell like that, they mean it nasty. I thought it was just something wrong with their body. But she said they're nasty. Hey, she a woman, she know. But talk to her, man. And think about it, man. I have been in the sun, working in the outside. I said, my mama said, man, told me you smell like you been on a job. You can smell the engine on me. I work around the engine, you can smell it. But, I can't smell it. So what I'm saying to church on all to say to you is, if she don't know, man, tell her, man. Now you tell her one time, and if that don't help, that means she don't care. But give her a chance. Just at least tell them. Amen. And thank y'all for listening to the podcast. I'm gonna let my wife close it out. I just wanted to say it to y'all.
All right. Again, this has been the Lead Life Experience podcast. And if you liked what we heard, please give us a comment about your situation or your story or your experience from when you had, whether it was you or whether it was a friend. And how did you correct it? Because again, we want this podcast to be able to help somebody. And you may have used something that I haven't personally used. What did you use in order to take care of the odor? Or what kind of hygiene regimen did you do? Again, whether you're taking a good bath, where you allowing yourself to do vaginal steams. Have you ever had a vaginal steam? Are you going from changing in your deodorant and you don't really believe in wearing deodorant, but again, you do have body odor. And so again, we do know it's certain demographic of people that have a strong body odor, and they have a strong body odor. And again, that is their culture, so they don't wear deodorant at all. So just being able to know what your preference are, and again, if you are going to be engaging into sex or into an activity involving somebody else, make sure your hygiene is up to par. Make sure you keeping yourself clean, and you're not just doing it for that person, you're doing it for yourself. So if you out there having multiple sex partners, do it for yourself. Keep yourself clean. Go and have these checks, because if you get an STD, how are you going to know where you got it from if you having sex with people that have other people in their life? Again, it's all about the exchange. And unfortunately, that impulse sexual desire for the exchange is going to get a lot of more people. And again, just Google the numbers in your area of the STD rate in your area. So if you're in Dunwoody, Georgia, just Google up the STD rates. And those are things that people that know. Think about the people who don't go to the doctor. Think about the people who, not being seen at all. These are just people that registered that's going to get checked. What about the people who's not? So y'all need to be having those conversations. When the last time you had an HIV test? When the last time have you had a sexual panel done on yourself? When the last time you was in a serious relationship? Okay, have you been outside? And I know people not want to do body counts, and that's on somebody's own preference of how many people they have been with, but you do want to know whoever you messing with. Am I putting myself at risk? And if this person is being outside, are they outside with 5 people? Or are they outside with 20? So being able to know and ask those particular questions, especially if you are doing a body exchange. And I know you're saying, Angie, we don't go together, we just outside. Again, you still would want to know. Look at the amount of people you putting yourself at risk, and you're going to be hurt when your name is on a chart and it's saying no cure. You're going to be very devastated that that little one encounter caused you to have your life being disrupted. So I'm saying, but again, they got a thing called PrEP out there. PrEP does not prevent you from catching AIDS, HIV or AIDS, and I heard one of the other podcasters talk about it. But PrEP just kind of like being more of a preventive measure. So again, go to your health department, and if you one of those people that's very out there, like that, prevent yourself. Try to protect yourself and protect the other people. Don't be just negligence out here. And again, because you can go to jail for contaminating somebody else's body without their consent. You have to let people know what kind of situation you in. Don't just bring your situation on anybody. All right, Demetri, you have anything for a close?
Oh, ma'am. Subscribe and like on YouTube and share this video. Thank you.
All right, that's what we like. All right, this is the Lee Life Experience Podcast.
Hi, everyone. I hope you have enjoyed the episode so far. You are here with the Lee Life Experiences. And remember, if you want to get your topics discussed or get our opinion or our perspective, join us at text us at 833-370-1608 and put relationships in the comments.